Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ooh, shit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Fire, fire. Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, orale pinchy Tyga, right? Oh, Pablo. Orale Tyga, right? Word on the curb is, in a menudo style of direct fashion, Tyga done made a video, caballero, right? Just like YG. Orale, okay? And a lot of people were hitting up my DMs. A lot of people were hitting up my Instagram. A lot of people were hitting me up like, hey, Gun, have you seen that Tyga video, that new video? He's making fun of Mexicanos. Or is he? One never knows, does one, right? So I had to peep it out, without a doubt, indubitably. I peeped it out, and I'll tell you guys this. This is my opinion. This is my reaction to the video, okay? For those of you that haven't seen it, go peep it out. Shit, go support him, because that's what he wants, right? So you're going to be about what's and go there, hey, orale Tyga, right? Let me go see what these guys are doing. My milkshake brings all the guys to the heart of their life. Let me tell you something, bro, okay? A lot of people do this, okay? It's called manipulation tactics. It's called, it's shock value. Singers, rappers, entertainers have done it for years. I do the shit. So it's good. Oh, power. I do the shit, right? You put something out there, and it's not clout chasing. It has nothing to do with that. No one gives a shit about that. It's called shock value. What it does is it manipulates the mind into, oh, I got to go see that shit. Let me go see what's going on over there, right? And then it's a big letdown. There's never no climax. There's never no you get what you want. You know what I mean? It's not like that. So let me keep it honest with you. Let me be real. Let me give you my perspective, my take on the Caballero video by Tyga. Right? I've always liked Tyga's music. You know, it's not on my playlist on rotation like daily. Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. Right? I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with some of his music, but at the same time, he's never been like the one. You know what I mean? Sasuke, he ain't fucking with no Mac Dre. He ain't got nothing on Pac. Sasuke, E40, stand up. You already know what it is. I'm a Bay Area rapper slash connoisseur of the music, right? That's what I like. But I'm not going to lie. I do like a little bit of Tyga's music. He's just not my favorite when it comes to vatos that, you know, I listen to. But people that do music that's focused on one people, or it's focused on one, I hate to say race. We're all one race, right? One person's identity, right? Culture, cultura. There's reasons behind it, okay? Most of the time it's respect. You know, there's rappers like Tupac. It wouldn't be LA without Mexicans. Black love, brown pride in the sets again. A lot of respect. Vatos like Nipsey, man, who gave a lot of respect to Mexicanos, right? There's a lot of music out there that threw shots at certain sects of people, right? There's a lot of music out there, a lot of guys, a lot of rappers that people are, they just respect. Oh man, I fuck with this guy to the fullest. But if they really sat back and listened to his music, they see the bias, they see the prejudice, they see the way that certain people are, okay? On every side, man. It doesn't go one way. It's not just a black thing or a brown thing. It's a hip-hop thing, right? People throw shots. That's subliminals. That's life, right? That happens. So I went back and I listened to the Tyga song, Caballero. And it reminded me a lot of YG's song, the one he did, you know, where he's shaking the cha-chas y todo con el... You know what I mean? And I said to myself, right? In a menudo style in direct fashion, do you think, honestly, to me, this is me talking to myself because I can't like that sometimes. Do you think he's making fun of Mexicans? And the only thing I could think of was one word, chale. I don't think so. I think he did it for the shock value. I think he did it for the exact thing that's happening right now as we're all talking about it, right? Everybody's like, Gun, I got to hear what you got to say. Well, let me tell you what I got to say. I got to say, I don't think Tyga is prejudiced or biased or anything other than the next man. You know, because motherfuckers will sit there and they'll front and they'll tell you, oh, man, I have no prejudice in me. I ain't tripping, man. I ain't tripping off none of that. You know, nah, you're tripping. You know, oh, power. You're tripping. Everybody's tripping just a little bit. Maybe not a lot of bit, but a little bit, right? So let me put some pain where it ain't, give you some knowledge you can't get in college, man. Some real shit. I do not think, honestly, Tyga meant to talk shit about a people or make fun of, right? I didn't see it really as that. You know, I took more offense to YG's video just because he was kind of the outlandish characteristics he was displaying in his video, the way he was putting 2 on the 10, putting just too much hot sauce on it. Funny how they say that, huh? Just putting too much tapatio on it. He was making like derogatory statements without making fun. Now, YG also deals with the Mexicano, the Chicano community, right? That's a fact. And it's never been disrespectful like that. I just thought the way that they filmed the video, the way the video looked, the way it was perceived, the attention it got, shed a bad light on YG, right? My respects go to YG, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that individual. I don't know that cat like that, right? For all I know, he could be fucking right now getting a mamon from a Chicana, right? And winning, you know, Arby's. So I just can't be mad at him, you know? You know, that's Black and Brown United. Orale, Black and Brown. You know what I mean? Black and Brown. Brothers and Latino United, divided we right. Orale, so you can't be mad at him. But at the same time, people perceive things a certain way and a different way, you know? Now, the San Caballero, I didn't look at it as disrespectful in any light. You know, the way I seen it, Tyga just, it's shock value. You know, it's happened. Prince used to do it. Pinchy Michael Jackson used to do it. Madonna, you know what I mean? She was a material girl. She'll come out, fucking just chorra everywhere. It was all, she handled her business, right? And everything was for shock value. It was so people like me and you could talk about it and bring in the numbers, bring in the attention, bring in the views. That's what it's about nowadays. I know that in the past decade, maybe even longer than that, the brown and black community have gotten closer together, have come closer together. And there's been people trying to divide us, you know, like Whack 100. You know, people that like fucking 6ix9ine also. People like that who try to cause division between the gente, between this movement that we got going on. Now, there ain't no fucking denying it, man. The brothers have been doing their thing. The brothers got soul, right? In the words of my boy Dubs, the soul section, right? The brothers have done a lot for their people, okay? They don't take no bullshit, man. If a brother gets choked out by somebody, if a brother comes up short, man, hey, they go out there and they push for their movement. They push for their people. That's a fact. That's one thing the Mexicano community has always lacked, is the unity. You know, we speak on canalismo so much. Órale de canalismo. Hey, when I go to the pen, yeah, there's canalismo in the pen, but where's the fucking canalismo out here? Okay, that's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm, shit. So I can't wait. I can't wait another minute for your love. Órale, I'm waiting. You know what I mean? I guess I'll hold. Right? But I've seen the brothers do it. And that's why when people hate and they say, oh man, you know, the brothers ain't showing no love, man. They're not, you know, the music industry, they got that shit sold up. Simon, they can sing, bro. It's all about love. They can sing, right? So when a Chicano's trying to get, because Chicano can sing too, believe me. A Chicano can sing, together, baby, together. Orale, I remember, oh, when we used to, yeah, I mean, we've been doing that shit. Orale, tierra. Chicanos have had their part in this oldie movement, okay? Maybe not just it's not the biggest part, but hey, let me tell you something. It wouldn't be LA without Mexicans, right, Pot? So everything goes hand in hand, man. If we work together for power, things will be better. So, you know, you can't knock the brothers for really kicking doors down and making things happen. And you got a lot of people that are like, well, man, they're not helping us. You need to help yourself. You need to be more man than them, right? You need to go help yourself. Okay, so you have authors like Tyga, and people got at me like, hey, I think he's exploiting the raza for money. This Vato got money already, bro. He doesn't have to exploit no people for money, but he's a smart individual, a very charismatic and a very smart individual, because what he chose to do was shock the world, shock the gente, shock the people, and it's having the exact effect that he wanted. We're talking about it. That's kind of what Whack 100 does. He shocks the people. Only they go on stage and shock his ass, okay? I also got the fucking update on that. Let me tell you guys the update on that. Update was, he went up there on stage to the Gaines concert. He ran into some guys from a certain neighborhood. I'm not even going to say their neighborhood. A career, you know, 50-50. I'm not going to say their neighborhood. Someone socked him in his fucking big old fat fucking pita's face. He took off running. Yes, Whack, stop it. He took off running Again, he goes outside. He runs into individuals from that same neighborhood. They get on his punk ass. He jumps up in the car and wiggles, right? Got the fuck up out of there. Okay, I ain't mad at him. It's what he's supposed to do. Get the fuck up out of there. But they got him. They was on him, right? As far as knocking out and stomping out, that never took place from what I'm hearing. It was more just like a one and done, and he ran. He got the fuck up out of there like he did the 6-9 to the dick, right to the wobble, 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 wobble. And he was out. They had the CR in the tranca. It was on his ass, right? Straight up. Anyways, back to Tyga. That was the update on that puto. So I watched the whole video, and I seen him doing the fucking, wearing the suit, the fat suit and the Mexican, and I didn't take offense to it. Maybe that's just me. Being from Northern California, we've always had a decent, a loose alliance and a relationship with the Africano brothers. Right? More so in the Bay Area than the Valle. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell you guys something right now on that. Whereas down south, I always knew that there was some type of animosity, friction, but not everywhere, man. There's some neighborhoods that go hand in hand together. There's some neighborhoods that have been rocking for 30 fucking 40 years together. I'm talking about like Sangres and Southsiders that have that fucking mutual respect and that love for each other. Of course, you get incarcerated. There's politics, man. Shit has to fucking stop at the door and you have to pick up arms and do your thing, right? But for the most part, man, when you think Africanos and Southern Mexicans, you think guerra, you think war, you think animosity, you think racism, friction, prejudice. These are the words that come to my head, right? And I also think stigma, man. I think nowadays, man, it's not even really like that as much. But because of things that happened in the 80s and 90s, the past, all the way to the fucking 2000s, that's it, right? Things have drastically changed since then, gradually and drastically, because I never thought shit would go down like that. Hey, shit, I never thought fucking the Norteño and the Sureño would fucking play handball either in Corcoran, but shit happens, right? Anyways, things have changed, and it's people that constantly see the glass half empty, pessimistic, right? People that see bad in every little thing, man. That are the reason why the division stands. Okay, up in Northern California, man, we learned a long time ago, man, that you got to work hand in hand with the brothers and the brown people, man. And that's just the way it is. Doesn't mean we always seen eye to eye on every little thing. So I like Dr. Dre. Bitch, I like Mac Dre. So I like Too Short. Well, I like Too Tall when he ain't from Oakland. But he is my best friend. See, in and out and out and in. We agreed on that shit, though, huh? Order the AMG, right? Everybody has their differences. Their cultural differences, their culturas first and foremost, but at the same time, man, it's a beautiful thing, black and brown, right? It's always been like that. So this Tyga video that he comes out with, like I said, I didn't see it as disrespectful. Maybe you did. So maybe you did, and then people are gonna say it's gutless because you never had to go through that fucking prejudice, being from up north. You guys always got along. Well, let me give you some knowledge. You're never gonna get in Hill College in a 6-month course that'll make you a mechanic, right? Trip out, fucking Indubitably, man. There was times when the Africano brothers, man, and me didn't see quite eye to eye, right? Let me tell you guys a little story. If anyone's going to have some type of bias or hate on a whole people just because of a couple of individuals' actions, it would be me. But I didn't, right? So I'm a 9-year-old kid. Okay, this is a factual, actual, true story about me that I don't really put out there. I've only told a couple people, right? Because it hurts my heart, right? I was a 9-year-old kid. We had a place in Merced called Rollerland. Okay? Skating ring. They got them in every place. I remember Modesto, they used to have Roller King. Merced, we had Rollerland, right? And it was cool. It was a spot. Everybody went there every weekend, man. $5 skate. Boom, ordered the back skate. I was good at that shit, right? Speed skating, stuff. I wasn't, right? My boy Gonzalo used to put it down on that. And so we all used to go, and I remember every New Year's Eve, that was the fucking babysitter right there. The parents would drop all their kids off because you were locked in. And it was on from fucking like 6 o'clock in the evening to like 6 in the morning. Locked in. It was cool. It was the spot. It was cracking. Half the night, the ring was a dance floor. The other half, it was fucking a skating ring. That's when if you were in like 5th, 6th grade, you were starting to feel the bitches and you knock you a little one and you were good. I can't wait another minute for your love. You're getting a little dance on this shit, That's how it was. Anyway, so I remember being there with my brother and a couple little friends. And now, mind you, I'm a 9-year-old kid. Okay? And I remember it was about to be the dancing part. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. We're hyphy, you know what I mean? And I'm taking off my skates and I'm putting on my shoes, And we're minding our own. Now, we're little kids. We're not really into gangs. We're not in the mix like that. We're just a bunch of little fucking riffraff Just kids, right? Mocosos, not worried about nobody. And there was a couple Africano brothers and some chicks, and they had their own little crowd, their own little table, and they were doing their thing. But this Africano, these brothers, they was grown men, right? We're talking about 24, 25, 26 type big old brothers, right? And I see them, but I'm not paying attention like to what they got going. They're just doing their thing, man. They're just doing their pinchy thing, right? And I'm doing mine. And I'm looking out, putting on my shoes, talking to my friend. He's like, yeah, let's go play Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, right? And all of a sudden, I hear the two brothers arguing. One's real heavy set, big, probably about almost down near 30, right? The other was like 25 years old, swole, just looking like motherfucking, Bolo Young, right? And I'm putting my shoes on, and one of them walks up to me, the swole one. He goes, hey, blood. And I'm a little kid. You ain't talking to me. I know you ain't talking to me, right? 9. You definitely ain't talking to me, right? So I'm putting on my shoes. He's like, hey, blood. And I put my head up. Yeah, what's up, right? And he said, and the other one puts his face right there too. And they're like, who you think hits harder, me or him, right? And I was just like, damn. I'll never forget, right? No matter what I said, I was in a rock and a hard place, homie. You know what I mean? Finally, the rock, right? The rock was right there in front of me. It was a big old brother, right? And the other big fat one was looking at me like he wanted to fucking eat. So he just wanted to hurry up and get this over with, right? He's like, who you think hits harder, me or him? You know, am I some sucker? You know what I mean? What am I going to do, right? And I said, either way, it's going to hurt, you know? That motherfucker says, he goes, I didn't say that. I said, who hits harder? I said, look, man, I don't know who hits harder, you know? That motherfucker drew back full force. Boom! Socked me right in my motherfucking shit. Busted my whole shit. And then the other one hit me. Boom! Damn near knocked me out. I was a little kid. I was barely hanging on. And they said, motherfucker, you know what I mean? We both hit hard, right? Now, mind you, I was a 9-year-old kid. These were grown men that did this to me. I remember the woman jumped up. She said, leave that little kid alone, motherfuckers, right? And they all just got up out of there. For a long time, gente, every black person I seen, I was pretty upset, you know? I didn't even bump fucking Lionel Richie or Stevie Wonder in my house, you know? Isn't she love? Turn that shit off, right? I was mad. You know, I took an elbow like a motherfucker, but I was a kid, you know? And I was thinking, why would they do this? And then that made me reflect and think, are all these people like this towards my people? And I started just thinking more into it than it really was. Really, it was just a couple bad guys, didn't matter what color they were, that socked a little ass kid just because they could, right? Because they were trying to show off or something. I don't know what it was. I'm still mad. Don't ever let me see you, right? I don't even remember what they look like. So, okay, but we can make it happen on power, right? Anyways, that happened to me, man. And for a long time, I was biased. So I had a reason to dislike individuals, right? But I chose to be a man as I grew up and let that shit go. You know, because it didn't have anything to do with the people as a whole. Just like this San Caballero that Tyga's doing, man, doesn't have to do with people as a whole, man. And he's just, yeah, he's lightweight exploiting, you know, a culture for shock value. But he's not disrespecting, gente. He's not doing like Whack 100 does and disrespects his own people, or how he disrespects Mexicans, or how he continues to fucking go up and down and up and down. That's why he fucking was running and shit, you know? There's people that do that. So my opinion, the way I'm going to express it right here, do I think Tyga is in the wrong for doing what he does? Nah. I think he's getting to that bag, man. I think everyone's trying to get to that bag. Don't be mad because the motherfucker thought of it first, right? Now, let's look at it from the other way. Menudo, right? If you see a Mexicano, you know what I mean, dressed like a Black Panther or something like that, motherfuckers is going to feel some type of way. They're going to think we're exploiting, we're doing something. At the end of the day, man, it's hip-hop, it's music, it's not gangs, it's not streets. Motherfuckers ain't really about that action. They ain't really trying to do that. Most of these rappers ain't clappers, man. Well, at least the older ones. The young ones, they're different. Draco shit. Indubitably, right? Menudo. Edgar's. You see Edgar's, you run, right? Straight up. It's different. But for the most part, I don't think Tyga was being disrespectful. I think he was just doing him. And I actually think it's a funny video. And that's it, man. I think as a raza, as a people, man, we need to recognize that. And just keep on pushing, man. Keep on doing us. Hey, ¿sabes qué? There's reasons why Mexicanos are starting to be shown in videos like YG's and Tyga's, right? ¿Sabes qué? Because we're still here. You know what I mean? We ain't going nowhere, Holmes. Orale! Proud and proud. Anyways, with that being said, man, I hope that you move fast with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, It's all about doing what you does for your familia, man. Doing what you do for all the people around you, man. Showing black and brown love, sprinkling the whites. Give them some love too. So let's get under the trailer park like, what about me? Who gives a fuck about you, motherfucker? I do. Come on, white boys. It's all good in the hood. Anyways, with that being said, go out there and get it for your familia, man. Ain't no one else going to do it for you. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. If not, thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I ain't tripping, man. I'm going to continue to slip the clipping and get to spitting, man. Allegedly. Right? We going to do what we does. This is the gun. Bang, bang.